Happy full moon, everyone. My name is Heshepsit. You can follow me at Tatum's on Black Wall Street on Facebook. I have a business page. You can also schedule appointments there. It's a public page, so you do not have to submit any friend requests. On YouTube, my name is Heshepsit100, as well as on IG. My name is Heshepsit100. That's HATSHEPSUT 100. Okay, emperors and empresses of planet Kai. So, the purpose of this video today, after grounding myself, since everything is energy, and I hope you like my steampunk magician's hat. See, you like it? Alright, cool. But since everything is energy, I wanted to ground myself before I got on here, and I'm actually a little bit sleepy, but I shouldn't have told nobody that. But it's okay. It's just a little bit of the truth. I wanted to let you guys know about a dream that I had. Alright? It was about 3 years ago. And I pulled a few cards on it. I'm an intuitive tarot card reader. Okay? I also had what you would call prophetic dreams as well. And I also follow like all the signs and symbols and synchronicities. I could say that this is pretty much explaining my dream and then like anything else that comes out type of deal. But I believe I only have about 37 minutes, so that's how far we can go. So my dream that I had was about me being in a class, all right? And the class took place on Earth, which is planet Kai, or planet Zordon, just like the Power Rangers, like Commander Zordon. Planet Earth was called Zordon, or is called Zordon as well. Anyway, at first we were in class with a bunch of students, or I was, shall I say. A few moments into the dream, the class got transferred to what was like the surface of the earth, and we were all studying or whatever, and we had desk on top of the surface of the earth. And even in a dream, I'm like, we were just in the class, how the hell are we on top of the earth? Like, I wanted to talk to people about it. That's how real the dream was. I'm like, how did our class get here? Like, shit like that. So long story short, before I can even get my questions out to my classmates, I see the sun. I'm looking like, oh shit, it's the sun. That's gonna burn. Like, why are we even near the sun? And why are we not incinerated yet? Like, this is crazy. So the sun's coming up near the class that was on the like the top surface of the earth or whatever have you. It was like we were sitting on top of water and land and everything. It was crazy. I'm patting people like, look. It's the sun. It's the sun. Y'all see this shit? We're not burning. It's the sun. And it was like everybody froze that was in the class. Nobody could hear me. Nobody could see me. And it was like this goddess was there, and she like took my hand, just like Cinderella and the fairy godmother and shit. The shit was crazy. I'm telling you, it was crazy. And she had like a beautiful crown on. She looked nice. It was like a mermaid, but she had legs with a beautiful outfit. It was like jewel. And then when I looked at myself, I ended up having a crown and the same type of pretty outfit like that. Just to summarize it. And burning letters started coming out of the sun, like messages. It was crazy. And then my son dropped soap in the bathroom, and then I had to wake up. That's one of the dreams I actually wanted to stay in, because some of my dreams are so crazy that if I'm itching in a dream, like itching to death, I wake up itching to death. Stuff like that happens. But I don't want to get too far off topic. Sometimes if you catch me going there, just let me know. You know, friends can tell each other the truth. Like, hey, you know, but I am who I am. As long as I have a heart as light as a feather, I am. You feel me? Alright, so with that being said, from that dream, I decided to pull a few cards just to figure out what it means. And I guess you could say that I'm also a dream interpreter as well. But this would be the message for the chosen. Okay. So, you have a curiosity and thirst for knowledge. You are very ambitious and driven for success. You are the warrior, with the heart as light as a feather, and you're ready to battle and stand in truth. You fight for the greater good. You serve people that others would prefer not to deal with. Isn't that crazy? Because you know how it would feel if it would happen to you. Being this warrior here means that you had to go through a lot of shit. I mean, stuff that others probably wouldn't have been able to survive. But you've made it. You understand? And since your light heart is as light as a feather, you have assistance from helpers in subtle realms. You see Archangel Michael right there, right next to you, standing by your side. They're not going to let you dash your foot against a stone. You heard me. You understand? So, also, just know that you're not alone. I just showed you that. But we have some rulers in reverse that have been in high places for a very long time. They've done things that they shouldn't have done. They have violated the universal law on many different levels. They continue to manifest new skills, and new species and things like that into nature that shouldn't have been created. They're cloning and etc. And you know how YouTube and these platforms are. So if you're on this channel, I take it you can read between the lines. I take it that if you're on this channel, then you're also possibly a content creator or someone that's very spiritual that has a higher level of understanding. So you should know what I mean. They've collaborated and have tried to mimic the infinite, attempting to use all elements against the creator of all elements. And I'm here to let you know that the time is up. This is the Great Awakening. And we are all awakening across the fucking universe. It's time for us all to come together for the greater good. That's light and dark. It's time to find balance, and we are the balanced ones. That's why you're chosen. That also reminds you of that DNA strand. You are a part of the royal bloodline. Holy Grails. You are the Holy Grail. Judgment is here. Activation across the nation. Higher authorities and establishments in reverse. Get down on that ground. 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 Shout out to Gilly. It's not funny, but I don't know why I'm laughing. Initiation. I'm sure a lot of you may have begun your initiation and have been led to many different places your entire life. But for the most part, I'm sure that these past 3 to 4 years have been the most exciting, adventurous, the most movie type shit we've ever seen, and we're like the main characters. You understand? If you know, you know. But this is the initiation. All of those things, those scary things, all of those tests that you've been through, was the spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. You see that sun behind her? Remember my dream? Isn't that a lady adorned and beautiful? You know, something like that, right? So just imagine it. And my skin complexion a little bit, you know? But just imagine it. Holding your hand, letting you know that you are a divine sun child. And that you receive your messages from the sun. That's why the flames and the letters came from the sun. That's why it's also very important for us to sun gaze as well. You know? We always heard that in the end times you would hear those trumpets, right? Well, everything is like a metaphor. It's not exactly how they say it's going to be. But ancient power mysteries. It's time for you to answer the phone and hear your call as a light worker. It's your time to uplift and channel humanity. And like really, it's not a threat, but you really don't have a choice. It's like, it's time like the Matrix to pick, what is it, the red or the blue pill? It's time to pick a side. And I'm telling you, if you choose the wrong one, you already know what the outcome is. I'm sure you've seen enough movies and things like that to let you know that the best side is going to win. And that's the light. So rattle, 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 just like a baby rattle. Do you hear the sound? It's time to answer and step into your power. It's time to remember who you are. Hear the rattle of Isis playing. Ancient power mysteries. But now it's no longer a mystery. It's the proper burial for freedom. Meaning, you had to go through ego deaths. You had to bury your old self in order to step into the God or goddess that you are today. And you need to walk like you know that you are never alone. You need to walk like you have the power of 4 elements. A lot of you probably need to look at your birth chart. I don't know why you're saying that, but you probably have a great mixture that most likely makes you an avatar. You are the avenging angel. You are the avatar. You are the god and goddess that you know yourself to be. It's time for you to remember that and step into that power.
No?
Okay? Alright? So next, all that talk about all that you've been through and it making you into what you have become today. What's this? This is the divine destiny, the path of the divine warrior. That's who you are. The one who always got in trouble trying to defend somebody else, but you probably spend your whole life trying to figure out if you were fighting for the right side. And I'm telling you now, this is confirmation that you have, if you were wondering. So you made the correct choices. It was your destiny. The path of the divine warrior. It's time. Pay attention to the signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Like, look at the bird there. When you wake up in the morning, if they chatter, chattering, you know it might be like a busy kind of day. But if you're here, you know how to protect yourself. So don't forget how to protect yourself. And not just you. All of us. All of the chosen. Because we're a galactic family. And a family that meditates and prays together and that stays connected will always be together. Right? You are the pyramid of light. And since you've heard that rattle of Isis, or this is that call, maybe for some of you, it's time to step into the higher vibration. And the highest vibration is love. So that's why this says step your vibration deeper into love. That's the only way to win. It really is. Like, even after people might try to kill you or take your life and shit like that, if you could still love them afterwards and just hope that they learn to love so that they won't hurt anybody else, then you're in the right place, baby. Because that's how I feel. It hurts. But I know they'll learn their lesson, especially if they step up against us. Because when you go against Hyokas, when you go against anybody that's on the right side, you can never win. So how many ass whoopings do you need to take? And this is the last go round, so you made it. I feel bad for the ones that have not, because we're about to see a lot of fucking movies play out this year. Excuse my French. But the truth is the truth, and I don't sugarcoat shit. And you actually have the pyramid of light next to the what? The portal of light. You glide on wings through time and space. You're a time traveler. You are the old guard. You see that stance that you're in, like, come get some, B. And that's for the gods and goddesses. That's for the emperors and empresses. That's your stance. Like, I've been through it all. I done stood up to death like 10 times. Like, shit, best that. I'm a cat. You know, we going past 9 lives. What it is. Empowered by the third eye. You follow your intuition. You're starting to eat better and things like that because you know that your stomach is also a brain, the strongest one. So you're getting everything in line so that you can step into your power. And Papa Candela and Mama is there always to help you to clear your heart space. You feel what I'm saying? You have permission from God to command or ask for assistance from helpers in subtle realms. They can't step in until you request it. But they're always there. And that's why, because we have free will, you have to step into your power. Call on your assistance. And if you're here, you know what to do. I need some water. Mommy, mommy, water. Cleanse the aura. My bad. Okay. Mother of life. Nourishment of the golden grain mother. Now for this one, I said that I wanted to actually, if I can find it. Maybe I can find it. But what I see with this right here, with the mother of life, you have the Ankh there. And that is for fertility. The circle of life. The saga continues. The show must go on. That is your seal of eternal safety under the wings of Isis. That's nourishment. You're under the umbrella of every pantheon you could think of in their highest vibration. This is your tribe. Mother of life. Through your primordial waters, you bring life. Or through your mother's primordial waters, your life was what? Think about it. Alright? So, you are part of the Sirius star family as well. If you didn't know, now you know. Biggie. Dun, 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 dun. Relax and take notes. He must be around. He be doing that to me. But Lady of the Stars, priestess of Sirius. So when you look up at that sun and you sun gaze, or when you feed on moon as well, and look at those stars, just know that you are the high priestess. You are ordained. You are the oracle. You get shit done. Believe in yourself. You are the creator, so whatever you say goes. Period. 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 I don't even. Don't. Alright? And under the shield and buckler, you will receive the energetic stabilization with the buckle of the beloved, the Knight of Isis. Or the Knot of Isis. My apologies. That's your shield. That's your buckler. Your strength. Safety and protection. Seals. Sigils. Let's see. The Lunar Queen. I just said that we feed on sun and moon, right? So that's your balance. Get it? Sun and moon. That's what I was thinking about before I even hit the record button when I looked at this card. Sun and moon. So you're balanced. You also gaze at the moon. You communicate with the moon as well. You show gratitude to the moon because you share a relationship with the sun and moon. You know, being who you are, how important it is. You know what I mean? And lastly, we have the scales of balance. The ancient tantra of the soul. Now, I just thought of something. And we don't have a lot of time left, but we're going to get through it. Scales of balance. Everything is energy. And you must get what you give. You understand? When we become balanced and we forgive the people that have done things to us, and we forgive ourselves first for what we allowed ourselves to go through, or things that we might have done to others, that starts to break major fucking chains. And it creates chaos for the dark ones. So as we get balanced on the inside and we balance our divine feminine and masculine to become what we have become today, or what we're growing into, or what we're on the verge of, anybody that has ever caused you harm, any hurt, or any pain, that has not changed, that is still trying to do the same thing to you or to other people, will get their shit when you forgive and when you balance yourself. That's a cheat code, okay? Get rid of the anger. Break the fucking mold. Next message. I need some more water. I'm getting sleepy, so I'm going to bed too. And doing that, I kind of found my books I was looking for too. But you are the rescuer. You provide strength and support to others in crisis. You act out of love with no expectation of reward. And that's another reason why your heart is light as a feather. Priest. Preach. You know you be preaching to people, telling them, you know, what they need to know. Now, if they listen, that's something else. But you're doing your job each and every day of your here. And I show you gratitude for that. But you facilitate spiritual commitments. And you serve as a channel of spiritual energy. Kudos to you. You are a mystic. You revel in intimate union with the divine. And that's what's up. And you know it's true. We're just confirming when we do these. because you're very intuitive. You're a psychic. You know the vibes. But I'm giving you that pat on the back. I'm telling you that we're Power Rangers together. I'm telling you to keep going because it's not all for nothing. We need just as many of us, if not more than them. You feel me? But anyway, the engineer. The ability to give creative energy a practical expression. You have the talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. A God. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. So you practice self-empowerment, and you also use your power to empower other people. And that's that 33 consciousness. That's what we're here for. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go against that dark consciousness. You understand? It's all about frequency. But we'll get into that another time. The detective. Use the great powers of observation and intuition. You have the desire to seek out the truth. And you see how spirit works to like split the deck for me real quick. It was like, all right, next, we're going to tell them what they're going against and why we chose them now. And the reasons why they are chosen. Say what? This is my devil card. All right. Reason number 1. We need to recruit as many of us as possible to go against these servants of the dark. They use the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with their lives, and they use that to do anything: traffic children, rape people, beat people, murder people, harm people. The time is the fuck up. It's over, servants. All right? Hedonist in the shadow, since the deck was split by spirit. They pursue pleasure to the detriment of health. They indulge at the expense of others. Ain't that something like what I just said? That's telling you. Pioneers of BS. The compulsive need to F shit up and keep moving on with no regard and no remorse. Devils. See? Popped up again twice. See? What's spirit do? Always exploring the dark side. Hurt people. They just don't want to heal. Even if you put the healing in their face, for the ones that don't want to repent, don't want to heal, and don't want to do the shadow work, even though we have light and dark sides, the time is up. And that's what I'm here to tell you today. I mean, I'm sure you know it was coming. That's why you dibble and dab and did as much as you can. That's what they all say on the movies. Like, I know they was going to take me out one day. Well, shit, now you know. And they coming. The Galactic Federation is here. And Commander Ashtar said this in 1970. Stop giving these false prophets your money. Commander Ashtar also said that we all need to unite in little groups and find our soul tribes and stuff like that so we can grow food and take care of ourselves, because they're going to start to manipulate us through these things, and we need to learn how to heal ourselves and things like that. And if you don't know, now you know. You feel me? So, but they also love what they do. Or they call it love. They don't even know what love is, but they have an obsessive passion that harms others with self-destructive devotion. And that's why it's time for us to shine. And that's why I know that one person can't change the world. I know that one person can't do this by themselves. And most likely, if you're here and you're being led to different people on YouTube right now, you're probably still going through your awakening. But never be afraid, because we're all being stationed. Just like they have agents everywhere. Today, Spirit was telling me we got agents everywhere. You think they sent the man in to infiltrate you and to get you fucked up and to try to get you hooked on things and try to get your kids taken away and try to put guns to your head and shit like that for no reason? No. They said you still alive because we sent you in there to take these dummies out. So just like they think they're going to come around here and mess with the chosen, the sun children, I don't think so. It was also a test for us to see what side we was going to choose. And if we chose the good side, then we got the chance to take the fucking trash out. And the beauty of it is that we taking the trash out with love, because we want the world to be a better place. We're not doing it from a hateful place. But anyway, since the time is almost up, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let you know that if you've been lost, you can always come here if you need to find a place for family. Because going through shit like this, through your awakening, I know that you probably had to go through losing a lot of people, losing yourself part of the way. But since you've made it, now you're finding your soul tribe. You're getting all the answers that you need. And now when you get these new loves coming into your life, or these new soul tribe family members, at least you know that it will be genuine. And this is your confirmation. But always use your discernment. It's not easy. It's not easy losing everything that once meant everything to you. It's not easy for the family that you once knew to even turn on you or try to hurt you, because you're gifted when you were sent in as a gift to give them, to warn them about things, to give them prophecy, maybe to give them free lottery numbers and shit. You never know. But instead they chose to make you an enemy. So now they got to watch you from afar. And it's okay, because knowing who you are, you still love them, and you probably would still help them out. And just to let you know, even if you did, they would probably be mad because you had the ability to help them. So help them. Hey, you're going to be forever abundant because you passed the test. You get paid from the freaking universe. Just walk like you ain't worried about nothing. Walk in faith and not by sight, and you're going to be all right. Well, anyway, I was supposed to leave, but then I came right back. But I love y'all. And once again, Hatshepsut100 on IG. You can schedule appointments for a reading at Hatshepsut100, or Hatshepsut100, or Tatum's on Black Wall Street on Facebook. So that's Tatum's on Black Wall Street on Facebook. But I'll make sure to put that into the description for you, or you should be able to find it on my IG page. But it's very nice to meet you. Welcome to the tribe. I don't want anybody to follow me. We're learning together. So let's learn together. Let's grow. Let's conquer the world. Let's take our shit back. You know what I'm saying? And also, if you've been seeing any blue jays, any woodpeckers of any kind, or sparrows every day, and cardinals and things like that, that's another sign. Gang, gang. You're on a team. All right? All right. Have a great night, Emperors and Empresses of Planet Kai. And also, I forgot, I got 5 minutes left. Watch out for energy vampires and manipulation professionals. They're looking to set people up, or with their partner, tempt you with threesomes and shit like that, to give you something that you don't want. You don't want it. You don't want it. And also, there's somebody out there in a purple car that loves to manipulate situations, I guess. And don't forget Rashad Jamal, because if you're here, most likely most of you guys know who he is, and he's a prolific man, and he did not do what they say he did, but at the end of the day, he got there somehow, some way, and he's there for a reason. Just know that he's going to come out stronger, and I'm talking about, spiritual stuff. If you know, you know. But don't forget about him. Make sure that you continue to write him and things like that, and don't forget what you've learned, and feel free to take a look at the recordings and things that he has available and purchase from the university. He doesn't want any donations, but if you can purchase items that he has for sale, he greatly appreciates that. And I won't forget about him, because I got messages from the spirit. He's not guilty of what he's there for, so he does deserve to be free. Even though I'm not responsible for knowing his karma as to why he actually got there with no protection. I know that's the questions y'all be asking, but don't ask that question. Don't ask me. But anyway, make sure that you keep protecting yourself, bind, block, rebuke, and banish all that dark shit and return it to its sender. And remember, the highest frequency is love. So continue to love your enemy, even though you may have to slap them. Like, even if your children have to get disciplined, does that mean that you don't love them? Even though you may have to snap back at your best friend, does that mean that you don't love him or her? No. So what the hell? Angels have swords for a reason. All right, when your kids are being bad, make sure that you can use the energy of Michael Jackson. He has good music, before all the rap shit and all that, especially if you have younger children. Just show them on, turn them on, any song, it works. Like, I don't know, it's like magic. Michael! Alright? Archangel Metatron, he's there to protect you. Just know that people have been lying, and if shit has been in the dark, this is the age of the Aquarius, and this is the end game, like the House of Dragon, like Game of Thrones. The truth is about to be exposed ASAP. Since you made it through initiation, of course the universe is going to continuously pay you. Abundance is here as long as you believe. I want you to start looking up stuff by our teacher Dick Gregory. Let's give him some energy. You know what I'm saying? He's a great guy. Type his name into your YouTube and see what they have. You might learn a lot about history, and it's true. He didn't sugarcoat the shit. This message is also sponsored by Aphrodite and Adonai. If you know, you know. If you hear, you know Simeon Elohim Yehuda. the governor, and you also know Mother Adina. The governess is his wife too. If you know, you know. Of course, you're going to have people jealous of your gifts, but you were sent in to help them. So look past that and don't be afraid to shine. Stop dimming your light. Something about Scorpio, maybe Scorpio energy. Osiris is here. Sirius, told you from the stars. Shiba Inu. I think eventually that might pump a little bit or skyrocket, or you might want to take a look into the pump and dumps that they have. If you can get how that system works, you can make a couple dollars off of it. All right. Make sure that you make yourself more handy in the kitchen. There's another round of the you know what going around. That you want to make your food with your own healing hands. Set your own intentions. Do it with love so you can survive. All right. Watch out for the people that are only around for sex in this Capricorn devil energy. Like I said, keep your discernment. Keep the spiritual chastity belt on, because you know us spiritual people be having that tantric sex. Like, you don't want to be signing coochie and dick contracts with the devil. But anyway, like I said, I tried to leave and I came back again. But this time I'm going to be going. We're almost to minute 37. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all again later.